Okay, now that we have built the um, the gearbox, let's go ahead and work on the CattleCatcher, the guard. Um, and you've noticed that I've updated the drawing to match what we need, and I turned the dimensions in blue, which is really kind of helpful to see where everything is. Okay, so we're going to start with doing a little box right here, and it's a tenth thick. It sticks out a half inch here. From center, we're going to add another inch. So let's go ahead and do that part. So we'll go ahead and create sketch from the top of this box. Now this one I want to make sure that it snaps to center. So right here it snaps to center right there. And I go 0.375 by 1.5. Go ahead and finish the sketch. And it looks like since I did some work here, um, I'll have to put this back to blue. Anyway, we'll go ahead and extrude these two parts. And we're coming up a tenth of an inch thick. And I want to make sure that it's a new body. Now, if I had made the appearance on this one blue, um, like I'd done before, then we could see that clearly what's happened. So we'll go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and change the name. So this one right here is, I'm going to just double check and make sure I have the right one. I do. So let's change this, double click on it, and change it to gearbox. That'll just help us later on. So go ahead and hide the gearbox. Then we'll create a sketch on the top of this box. All right, now to do this one, we're going to do this part right here. So we need the 0.488 high, and we need to go 0.375 here. And we also need to recognize it's an eighth of an inch in. So here we go. So we'll go ahead and on the end here, 0.488 tall. Oops, I didn't push enter. There we go. And then somewhere we want to make sure it's not linked to the very end. So just come over a little bit, come down to 0.375, and we'll use the dimension tool. That's pushing D on the keyboard. And then we click on those two edges and place it at 0.125. Now use the line tool. That's L on the keyboard. Click on these 2 points here. And if it doesn't turn blue, then maybe turn off your dimensions so you can make sure that you're clicking on the right points. All right, now that it's turned blue, I'll go ahead and finish the sketch and extrude this part. We're going to go 0.1, and you'll notice that that's going upward, and we don't want it. We want it to go downward instead. And so remember, like just in math, we'll go ahead and do a negative. And again, we want to choose new body, and that'll become clear in just a minute. Okay, and if you did this and went and clicked and forgot to do new body, you can come back and double click in the history down here and just change it to new body. Alrighty, let's go ahead and create a sketch, and we're going to hide this body just to keep it clean. So we're going to create sketch on the top of this shape. Ooh, no we don't. I made a mistake. I'm going to undo that move. I can do the Control Z, whatever else. I got ahead of myself. We need to go 1.1 down. We're going to construct a plane that goes down. And then this point right here is what we're drawing. It'll be a triangle. It comes out a tenth of an inch away from the normal here and 1.164. So we're going to refer back to this a lot. First off, we'll go ahead and do the construct plane. So under construct, choose offset plane. Click on the top of this shape, and we're going to go down 1.1. Okay, and if I click on the home view, I can see it's down below. We'll go ahead and create a sketch on this plane we just made. And we want to project the whole shape that we have here onto that plane. So under Create, there's the option Project. Click here and click OK. Now we'll hide that body, and we'll go ahead and do the dimensions that we need. So we'll have to refer back to them again. 1.624 is what we're coming out. And it looks like it's in line with everything else. So go back to the drawing, draw a line from here, going out 1.624. And then we'll draw another line that goes from here to there. And then we need to do one, I think this is going to snap to a 0.1, but I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and do Dimension Tool. We want to make sure this is placed exactly 0.1. And even though I used the grid, it still was slightly off. It was good to do it by typing it in. All right, so now that we have this shape, we can go ahead and finish the sketch. And let's go ahead and show body 3, or whatever body number that you have, so that we see this body that we made. Now we're going to choose a thing called loft. We did that with the axle. And we'll choose these two pieces on the bottom, and we want to go to the top of this one here. At this point, it's at cut. We don't want to cut it. We want to join, and click OK. Now, under the menu, construct. So when I say menu, we're going to click on the words here. We're going to do a plane through 3 points. Now, it's really important that we follow this instruction. There's a notation right here that says which points we're going to do. We want to start with the tip, then go to this vertex here, and then go over here. So we're going to start at the front tip here, top tip here, and then to the right. If we don't do that, your shape will not be the same as mine. So we're going to select 3 points. First point, second point, and third point. And honestly, as far as the design goes, if you do it differently, you may have some things that'll be a little different when you're drawing this, but it still works. But if you follow what I just did, then we'll have fewer errors. Okay, so go ahead and create a sketch on that sloped plane we just made. Choose Project. Notice there's a P. We can do this on a keyboard. Click on the face that we just made with the loft. Let's go ahead and hide that body. Choose the line tool. Now that we've created one line, we'll do rectangular pattern. Click on here and want to go in the right direction. And I think this one's going to go about 0.3 like this. And 15, I believe, is the number. I'm going to just double check real quick. Yeah, I think 15, if we were to count these, I think 15 works really well. So we'll just go ahead, click OK. Now under the Modify window, we have one that says Extend. And we just go through and click on these lines. You'll notice that if I go back on one like this, it won't go any farther. It's just going to go to the next line. And I just want to make sure they're all drawn to the edge like this. It's still blue on the inside. That's important. Let's go ahead and finish sketch. And now we'll go ahead and extrude. I'm going to start not on the very center, but on these here, like that. And we're going to go about a 2-inch cut, and we're going to, it doesn't cut yet, just, it'll be patient. Mark it symmetric, so it goes in both directions. And now we want to go ahead and show both of these bodies, right? And notice that it changed to cut, and that's what we want to do. Click OK, and you'll see that when we go from the front, it's got a really nice cattle guard feel to it. Okay, now at this point, we're going to go ahead and combine these two units. So we'll use the combine tool, and we'll click on the part we just made, and this one here, just make sure it says combine. Click OK. Now that we've completed this half, we will go to mirror, choose this body. Now the mirror plane will have to rotate around so we can see the other side, like this here. Click OK, and we definitely want to join them. Okay, now I'm doing a blue train, so I think I'm going to spice this up a little bit, and I don't know. Spice is not really the right word for it, but we'll go ahead and use, oh, I think white might look really cool. So now let's go ahead and show the gearbox and that part there. So we're not quite doing the dimensions yet. We want to save it at this point. And that's the end of part 2. Come back and when you get this part done, and we'll do part 3.